Hare Krishna. So today is a very good news. Today is the last day of this Bhagavatam session. So devotees don't have to tolerate me further. And today is very special because we are also going to enter into the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. Actually, the Srimad Bhagavatam, as we discussed, is the body of Shri Krishna. There is no difference between Srimad Bhagavatam and Krishna's transcendental body. And this particular canto, 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, is Krishna's lotus face, which is ocean of all nectar. So if one want to enter into 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, one has to be completely purified. Only a Paramhansa can understand 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. For others, it will be just some good stories. But if we really want to enter, we have to take shelter of Guru Shishya Parampara. As we discussed on the first day also, when we study 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, a reader is expected to become liberated. And if we don't have that kind of understanding, then understanding 10th canto will be very, very difficult. But we also see that Srila Prabhupada encouraged devotees to hear and read Krishna's pastimes. In the initial days of movement only, Srila Prabhupada wrote Krishna book, and Prabhupada would encourage devotees to read this book. One time on the festival of Janmashtami, Srila Prabhupada, after finishing the festivities in night, Prabhupada told devotees to read Krishna book. And everybody was sitting in one room and Prabhupada was hearing. So devotees thought, okay, first chapter is maybe, advent of Krishna, so let us read. So they read one chapter, and after finishing one chapter, devotees thought, okay, now we'll get Mahaprasad. But Prabhupada said, next chapter. So they had to read another chapter, prayers, demigods pray to Krishna in the womb. Then after finishing that, devotees thought, okay, now, because whole day they were so tiring services, Prabhupada said, next chapter. Then they had to read third chapter, Krishna's birth. And then Prabhupada kept on telling next chapter, next chapter, next chapter. All disciples were dozing, sannyasis were falling, their dandas were, clashing with each other. And Prabhupada was so enthusiastic to read. When Prabhupada finally saw that all devotees are so tired, then Prabhupada said, it's all right. But Prabhupada said a very important instruction to all devotees, that we should read Krishna book daily. Before sleeping, if we read Krishna's pastimes, then we don't get bad dreams. And it's more likely that we'll get Krishna dreams. Therefore, Prabhupada told that our movement is to become Krishna conscious. And therefore, we have to more and more become aware of Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes, how compassionate Krishna is, his relationship with his devotees. Sometimes people say that, can you show me God? Can you show me Krishna? But to see Krishna, we need eyes anointed with prema. Without love, one cannot see Krishna. And how do we develop that love? We can't develop love for anybody without knowing him. So when we know somebody personally, when we understand about him, we know about his qualities, about his nature, then slowly that appreciation develops, that love develops. So therefore, reading about Krishna is a very important aspect of our devotional service. So when Sukdev Goswami finished describing the dynasty of Yadu, as well as the dynasties of moon god and sun god, Maharaj Parishad requested him that now please describe the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. I want to hear about them, how they perform their activities in this world. We know Krishna is transcendental. He's not he's not a mere incarnation. He's the source of all incarnation. But how we know about his activities? Hearing this Krishna Leela is so powerful. As we discussed yesterday also, it's like a boat which can help us to cross the material ocean. So Parishit Maharaj said that I am not concerned about Takshat, who will come after 3.5 days and he will bite me. I am more concerned about my suffering in the material world. I want to solve that problem. Takshat will come, I'll get another body. But I want to stop this rotation of birth and death. So please help me. Except for a person who is his own killer, anybody will be so much interested to hear about Krishna, Parishit Maharaj says. That means who will not be interested to hear about Krishna? Only a mad person will not be interested. So Parishit Maharaj was encouraged by Sukdev Goswami. It's the fourth day of Katha where Sukdev Goswami starts to speak about Krishna's pastimes. Parikshit requests that no more description of kings now. Please describe about Krishna. We have to understand that Krishna was the only worshipable deity for the Pandavas. Pandavas didn't take shelter of anybody else. And even Maharaj Parikshit has this experience not in his youth, not in his childhood, not in his infancy, but in the womb of his mother. When Parikshit was in the womb of his mother, Ashwatthama released Brahmastra to kill him. But who saved Parikshit? Krishna saved Parikshit. So Maharaj Parikshit has this love for Krishna since that time. And therefore now when there is a chance to hear about that personality who saved his life, Maharaj Parikshit became very, very enthusiastic to hear. And he asked Sukdev Goswami that, please tell me, how did Krishna and Balaram appear? Some say that he is son of Vasudev. Some say he is the son of Nanda Maharaj. How to understand this? And what about Balaram? People say that he was in the womb of Devaki, but then he took birth from the womb of Rohini. Another confusion. What did Krishna do in Mathura and Vrindavan? Why did he kill his own uncle? Generally, maternal uncle is very loving to their, sister's son. Our mother we called Ma, but double Ma is Mama, Mahama. She's double love. So Mama loves his Bhanja more than anybody else. So how is possible that Krishna killed his own Mama? And how many years did Krishna reside in Dwarka? I heard he was in Dwarka also. He had many queens. How did he marry so many queens? So all these questions Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukdev Goswami. And as Sukdev Goswami heard this question, he became very, very happy. Guru becomes happy when disciple want to progress in Krishna consciousness. One time, Srila Prabhupada was sitting with all his disciples, and many, many devotees came from different projects. Some came from New Vrindavan, some came from Los Angeles, some came from London, some came from India, and some were from Sankirtan bus party. And there was a very important question which was asked to Srila Prabhupada. They asked that, Prabhupada, what pleases the spiritual master most? Now everybody was thinking Prabhupada will say their service. Like the book distributors were thinking that, of course, Prabhupada will say book distribution, because Prabhupada said, if you want to please me, distribute my books. The devotees from Los Angeles were expecting that Prabhupada would say deity worship, because Prabhupada was just coming from Los Angeles and established high standards of deity worship. Devotees from New Vrindavan were thinking that no, Prabhupada will say Varnashram, because he established Varnashram in New Vrindavan. Some other devotees were thinking, no, Prabhupada will say cow protection. So everybody was thinking Prabhupada will say their service. But to everyone's surprise, Prabhupada said, the spiritual master is most pleased when disciples start to love Krishna. When disciple starts to love Krishna, when he reestablishes his relationship back with Krishna, spiritual master is very, very pleased. So Sukadeva Goswami was very happy after hearing Parishit Maharaj's question. And Parishit Maharaj tell that, please tell me about Yadu, who is Dharmashilasya. Dharmashilasya. We yesterday discussed how Yayati asked Yadu that, can you take my old age and can you give me youth? And Yadu denied. So apparently, he denied the instruction of his father, which was considered to be a sinful activity in Vedic custom. But still, Yadu is told here as Dharmashilasya, because Yadu knew that in my family, Krishna will appear. So Srimad Bhagavatam is such a revolutionary scripture. We are seeing throughout how our moral values doesn't fit in Srimad Bhagavatam. So far, what was our understanding since childhood, that will not fit in Srimad Bhagavatam. So for hearing Krishna Katha, we have to rise above our material morality, especially 10th canto. We have to rise above this. Otherwise, we cannot understand 10th canto. Like one time, Krishna was sitting on the bank of Yamuna, and a group of gopis came there, and they were carrying a lot of tasty eatable items, so many wonderful preparations. Krishna asked them, where are you going? Gopi said that we heard Durvasa came, and Durvasa is sitting on the other side of the Yamuna. So are you taking all these eatables for him? Yes, yes, we prepared so many items. All these baskets are full of so many wonderful bhoga items. We have to offer it to Durvasa. Acha, so go. Gopi said, but one problem, there is no boatman here. So how we'll cross the river? So Krishna told gopis, tell Yamuna that Krishna is greatest brahmachari. So when gopis heard this, they started to laugh. Brahmachari? You just roam around with us whole day, whole night, and you are just a devotee actually. You're not brahmachari. You know how we can understand you are brahmachari. Krishna said, try it. Gopis went near Yamuna and they told Krishna is greatest brahmachari. And Yamuna gave way to gopis. Gopis were surprised what happened. Anyway, they were getting late, so they crossed that Yamuna and they went to Durvasa. And they kept all these big, big baskets of food loaded with so many preparations. Gopis made so many items that it was enough to feed at least 100 people. When Durvasa saw all these wonderful items, he ate everything. He didn't leave a single, grain for anybody else. He ate everything. So gopis were happy that Durvasa ate everything. But they were tense that how to go back now. We have to cross Yamuna again. So they told Durvasa that, look, we have to cross this river and our relatives are waiting. We have to go home. Durvasa said, okay, you tell Yamuna that Durvasa doesn't eat anything. Now again, shock. Gopi said, why? He ate just, food which is enough for 100 people. He just finished everything. And now he's saying that I won't, Durvasa doesn't eat anything. Gopis went and they tried. They told Yamuna, Durvasa doesn't eat anything. And Yamuna gave them the way. Gopis were completely perplexed. When they came back to this side of Yamuna, Krishna was sitting there. And they asked Krishna, can you explain this mystery we didn't get? You are not brahmachari for sure. And you told us to tell that you are brahmachari. Yamuna gave us the way. And Durvasa ate so many foodstuffs. And while returning, we asked him for help. And he said, tell Yamuna, Durvasa doesn't eat anything. And then Yamuna again gave the way. How is this possible? Then Krishna told them, look, I am Atmaram. I don't need anybody. Just to please all of you, I do Leela with you. I do pastimes with you. And it's not about the bodies. My relationship is with the soul. Similarly, sages like Durvasa, they don't eat for their sense gratification. He just ate all these foodstuffs to please you, because you made all these foodstuff with lot of labor. And when a saintly personality like Durvasa eats them, then you all will get benefit. So Bhagavatam is such a scripture that until unless we don't keep our morality aside, the worldly morality aside, we can't understand this scripture. What to speak about us? Even Krishna has to keep his morality aside. We read in first canto how Bhishma Pitama challenged Krishna, and Krishna had to lift this wheel of chariot and run towards Bhishma. He broke his vow, and Bhishma was very happy that he made Krishna break his vow. Why did Bhishma do that? Because Bhishma wanted to prove that Krishna can break his vow to keep the devotee's vow intact. So this scripture is so special that if we really want to enter, then we have to keep aside our all understandings from childhood. Whatever we have learned, we have to keep it aside and look the scripture from the eyes of acharyas, how they saw Krishna, how they understood his pastimes. So when Sukdev Goswami began to speak about Krishna consciousness, Maharaj Parikshit forgot the fatigue brought about by his fasting. Enthusiastic to describe Krishna, Sukdev Goswami said that, thank you so much for giving me opportunity to speak about Krishna. Like the water of Ganges, description of Krishna can purify the entire universe. It's not that I'm just speaking for your benefit, Sukdev Goswami said. The speaker, the inquirer, and audience, everybody get purified. This Krishna Katha is so important. So Parishit Maharaj told that, my dear spiritual master, please describe this pastime in Vistara, in detail. Don't tell in short. I don't want to cut any pastime of Krishna. Please tell in detail. And he said that this is real Manoranjan. Generally, in Hindi we say Manoranjan means entertainment. But Manoranjan means Manoranjan. Iti vadati Tulasi Das Sankar Shesha Muni Manoranjanam. Manoranjanam means where mind really gets satisfied. He enjoys. And that capability is in Krishna Katha. Sukdev Goswami asked that, are you hungry? Parikshit said, no, I am not hungry. I am drinking this nectar of Krishna Katha. Please keep on telling. So then finally, Sukdev Goswami starts to tell about the situation before Krishna's appearance. Although there were no asuras in Krishna's time, but kings became asuric. Kings became demonic because they took bad association. There were asuras, they were demons, but they were not that influential. But kings, in their association, they became demonic and they started to do all kind of sinful activities. So again, here the risk of bad association is presented, that we should be very, very careful of our association. Although these kings were coming in the dynasty of Yadu, although they were coming in the dynasty of moon god, sun god, and they were supposed to be very, very pious, but in the association of bad people, they became very, very bad and demonic in their habits. And they were doing so many sinful activities that earth couldn't bear their sins. See, earth can bear any load, any kind of burden, but earth couldn't bear the burden of sinful people. So earth takes the form of a cow and earth goes to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is the main jiva or the highest jiva in the material world. So whenever there is problem in the material world, there is hierarchy. Like demigods go to their in charge Indra. Indra can't solve a problem, then Indra goes to Brahma. Because Earth is in charge of one planetary system, Bhuloka, she has direct access to Lord Brahma. So Earth goes to Lord Brahma. And Brahma tells that, see, I can't solve this problem. Brahma is very honest. And if he can't do something, he will be honest with it. Vedic culture was never about cheating. So Brahma told the earth that, look, I can't solve your problem, but we can go to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu has a branch office in each universe. Just like a company have a branch office. So in the same way, Lord Vishnu has a branch office in each universe called Shwetadeep, where Shirodakshai Vishnu resides. So Brahma went to Shwetadeep along with demigods, and on the shore of Shwetadeep, they all stood and they offered beautiful prayers called Purushukta. And after praying to Lord, Brahma hears the voice of Lord. Lord says that, my dear demigods, don't worry. I know the situation. Tell demigods to take birth in Mathura and other places where I'll do my pastimes, and very soon I will take birth. So by taking the words of Lord Brahma and demigods became very assured. They became very happy. And as per the desire of Lord, they all took birth in the dynasty of Yadu and in different other areas to support the pastimes of the Lord. So when Lord comes, all these demigods also come. Then in Mathura, there were special preparations. In Mathura, the daughter of Devak was Devaki. Devak was younger brother of Ugrasen. Ugrasen was the king of Mathura. Ugrasen had one son, Kansa, and his younger brother Devak had daughter Devaki. Kansa and Devaki had other siblings also, but Kansa and Devaki were very, very close to each other. Kansa used to love Devaki like his life and soul. And any problem Devaki would have in life, or if she wants anything, she would never go to her father or her uncle. She would only go to Kansa. And Kansa would take care of her very, very nicely since childhood. Now Devaki was ready for the marriage. So Kansa searched for a suitable match. In Mathura only, there lived Sursen, and son of Sursen was Vasudev. This particular son of Sursen was so special that when he was born, demigods were beating kettle drums and they were declaring the auspicious birth of Vasudev. Therefore, another name of Vasudev is Anak Dundubhi. Dundubhi means kettle drum. And when Vasudeva was born, there were many, many kettle drums played by the demigods. So his name is Anak Dundubhi. So Ugrasen also decided that yes, he will be the appropriate match for our daughter. So the arrangements were made. Whole city of Mathura was decorated, and there were a lot of preparations done. The 15 days celebration was arranged for the marriage of Vasudeva and Devaki. Now marriage happens in 15 minutes in court, and then it breaks also that soon. But in older times, the 15 days of celebration of marriage, the marriage remains for whole life. So Devaki was decorated very beautifully. It is told that even demigoddesses came and decorated Devaki. Like Brahmani came. Brahmani is the wife of Lord Brahma. She is Savitri. She came to decorate Devaki. Lakshmi herself came to decorate Devaki. Rudrani came. Rudrani is Lord Shiva's wife, Parvati. They all came to decorate Devaki. Brahmani, Savitri, was decorating Devaki's hands. And Lakshmi was decorating Devaki's legs. Parvati was decorating Devaki's hairs. So somebody asked them, why did you choose all these parts of Devaki? So Savitri told that, I chose hands because I learned from my husband how to see these lines on the hand. So I want to see what it takes, what karma it takes to become mother of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Devaki is so fortunate. We are also not having that fortune. Somebody asked Lakshmi, why did you choose legs? Lakshmi told that I chose legs because in future Devaki will become my mother-in-law. So I need to take care of her from now only. So like that, Devaki was decorated very, very nicely. And there was this wonderful celebration of marriage. Kansa arranged for 400 elephants decorated with gold, 15,000 horses decorated with gold and silver, 1,800 chariots, and 200 maidservants to accompany Devaki. It was not a dowry. It was gift of Kansa that Devaki can live happily. So this was the richness of our Indian culture. Prabhupada would often joke that, people say we are very advanced, we are very advanced. But in Vedic times, even in Indian olden days, women would wear golden bangles, golden earrings, all these things. And now they wear plastic bangles. So Prabhupada said, golden bangles to plastic bangles. This is material advancement. But Vedic culture, even elephant, horses, chariots, they were decorated with pure gold. So like that, Kansa gave all these wonderful gifts to Devaki. And personally, Kansa decided that I will drive the chariot of Devaki and Vasudeva. So many servants came in front that, no, you are prince, let us do this job. Kansa said, no, she is my dear sister. Kansa was crying and he was driving the chariot for Devaki and Vasudeva. As he was driving the chariot, there was a Akashwani. There was a divine voice from demigods. And they told Kansa, you are a fool. The same sister whom you are loving so much, eighth child of that Devaki will be your death. As soon as Kansa heard that, his all love, care, affection for Devaki evaporated in a second. It was just ego of Kansa. Actually, it was not love. See, love is not dependent on situations, circumstances. We will see love. What is love? Devaki and Vasudeva had love for Krishna. Although after birth, Krishna told, leave me to Nanda Maharaj. Their love didn't change. Okay, we are ready to suffer, no problem. But we love you unconditionally. But this was Kansa's ego. Kansa said that my sister, I will give so much. Their my was bigger than sister. Sister was not big, my was big, my sister. In the same way, sometimes devotees say, my Guru Maharaj is best. Why my Guru Maharaj is best? Because he's my Guru Maharaj. I am best, so my Guru Maharaj has to be best. This is the conception. So this is ego, this is not love. In the same way, Kansa was very, very angry. And then he started to torture Devaki. He caught hold Devaki by her hairs. A soft young girl, just married. Kansa dragged her and then he decided to kill Devaki. Kansa took out his sword. He just wanted to kill Devaki. In the meantime, Vasudeva thought that I need to do something. So Vasudeva stopped Kansa. Vasudeva started to glorify Kansa. He said that you are such a big, powerful warrior. And you conquered so many people like Bakasur, Aghasur, this and that, Kovalya Pida, elephant. Will it give you any glory to kill your own sister? And that too on the day of her marriage? That will not suit your character. The Kansa was listening, but he was not that convinced. So anyway, that was a big lecture. And then Vasudeva finally told that, I promise you that I will give all my children to you. As soon as they will be born, I'll hand over my children to you. Then Kansa accepted the word. So there were two lectures on chariot. One lecture was given by Vasudeva to Kansa on chariot. It was successful. Another lecture was given by Krishna to Arjuna on chariot. That was also successful. So anyway, Vasudeva was successful to save the life of Devaki. As her husband, it was his responsibility to save life of his wife. So Kansa put Devaki and Vasudeva in prison. And Ugrasen objected. So he put his own father in prison also. So all Ugrasen, Devaki, Vasudeva, they were put in prison, and Kansa declared himself to be the king of Mathura. So like that, afterwards, there was some time and Mathura was suffering because of Kansa's sinful activities. In the meantime, Devaki became pregnant and she gave birth to first child. After seeing the beautiful child, Devaki was full of affection. She fed her, she named her, she was caressing him, and the child was so beautiful. Devaki just wanted to keep the child with her. But Vasudeva, as he promised, he wanted to give the child to Kansa. Devaki stopped Vasudeva, but Vasudeva didn't listen because Vasudeva was a man of character. Whatever he promised, he would do that. This is the difference. See, Kansa, he changed his version just because of one Akashvani. But Vasudeva is seeing his own son, but he didn't change himself. This is difference between demons and demigods. A saintly personality, they don't change their behavior. They stick to their nature. But demons or demonic people, they will change as per the situations. You see, when we were discussing about Bibhishan and Hanuman, and Bibhishan told Hanuman that I live like tongue lives in between the teeth. Now, if we stretch that analogy a little bit and see, if something gets stuck in teeth, suppose there is some straw, something that get stuck in teeth, what tongue does? Again and again, tongue will go to teeth to remove that particular thing. Tongue cannot sit quiet. Somebody may ask tongue that nothing is hampering you. That particular thing is stuck in teeth. Why are you worried? Tongue will say, no, I should help teeth. And tongue will make sure that he removes that particular particle. Until unless that will not happen, tongue will again and again go to that place. We all have that experience. But when by mistake tongue will come in between the teeth while eating, will teeth think the tongue takes care of us so nicely, we should spare the tongue? No. Teeth will just crush the tongue. So teeth is compared to demonic people and tongue is compared to saintly people. If saintly people have any problem, teeth will never consider that. But teeth will have problems. Saintly people will leave everything to help the teeth. That is the nature of saintly people. So like that, here Vasudeva didn't leave his nature. He was truthful. He was honest. And he took his first son to Kansa. As Kansa saw that child, he said that he's not my Kal. I am worried about the eighth son. So don't matter, you can take him back. So some people say that, Kansa became merciful, but he was not merciful. He was too egoistic and proud. He said, what will this small child of Vasudeva will do? Eighth child, I'll see. The first one you can take back. But demigods thought that if Kansa will do this favor to Vasudeva, and if Krishna will think that, oh, Kansa is improving, then Krishna will delay his incarnation. And also, if Devaki and Vasudeva become too attached to this first son, they will not do second son for a long time. So Krishna will come more late. We don't want to delay Krishna's birth. So they told Narad Muni that please go and help us. And Narad Muni came and he told Kansa, Kansa, I heard your mathematics is not good, but today I saw that. How? Take this flower, it's a lotus flower. Can you count the petals? And Kansa started to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then Narad Muni told that now count from this side. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Narad Muni said, look, which you were counting 1 before, now it became 8. So you don't know from where demigods will count, from beginning or from end. From where demigods will count, you don't know. So this first son can be your that also. So don't spare him. So Kansa said, yes, you are my true well-wisher, Narad Muni. How people say that you are guru of demigods, but actually you are my guru. Kansa became very happy and he went to the prison of Vasudeva and Devaki and he snatched this first child of Devaki. And in front of their eyes, he smashed the child on the ground and he killed him. Like that, Devaki gave birth to another 5 sons and all of them were killed by Kansa. So Devaki lost 6 sons in front of her eyes. Actually, these 6 sons represent 6 anarthas in our heart. Until unless they are not killed, Krishna can't appear. So these 6 anarthas have taken over our heart. And when these are cleansed from heart, we prepare to invite Krishna in our heart. So then, after these 6, Balaram entered the womb of Devaki. Balaram represents Guru. So after the 6 anarthas are cleansed, Guru takes over the charge of devotee's heart and he prepares devotee to meet Krishna. So Balaram prepared the womb for Krishna's welcome, and then Balaram transferred himself from womb of Devaki to womb of Rohini, because Devaki also prayed for Balaram to become his son, and Rohini also prayed for Balaram to become his son. Now, Balaram thought, I have to satisfy both mothers. So he stayed some days in Devaki's womb, and then he transferred himself to Rohini's womb. And that way, he is also called as Sankarshan, because he was transferred from one womb to another. And then the preparation is made, the womb is ready to receive Krishna. Krishna told Durga to take birth at Nanda Maharaja's house. Krishna told that you take birth there and I will come there, Vasudeva will pick you up from there and bring to Mathura. And that time you tell Kansa that I am already born somewhere else. Durga said, what will I get? You are including me in your pastime, wildcard entry. What will I get? The Krishna told, you will be worshipped in Kali Yuga more than me. This Krishna's benediction to Durga. The people of Kali Yuga will worship you more than me because they want material desires. So you fulfill their material desires and they will worship you more than me in Kali Yuga. So this is Krishna's benediction to Durga. So anyway, Durga took birth at Yashoda's place and Krishna appeared in front of Devaki and Vasudeva. So when Krishna appeared, there were all kind of good omens. All nakshatras were in perfect place. Just like now, World Cup is going on. And if you get chance to see World Cup, then what you will do? You will sit in a perfect place in the stadium so that you can see World Cup perfectly. In the same way, all planetary systems, they thought we want to see Krishna's birth in a perfect way. So they were in their perfect situations. And there was Sankirtan of demigods. Demigods were dancing, Gandharvas were dancing, they were playing their divine musical instruments. It was the month of Bhadra, on the Krishna Paksha, 8th day, Wednesday, Rohini Nakshatra. Why Rohini Nakshatra? Krishna said, see, I can't transfer myself like Balaram because then Devaki will be upset. You know, both came in my womb and they were transferred. So I have to come here only. But Rohini Mata will not get upset because I am born in her Nakshatra. So he is born in Rohini Nakshatra. And he's born in the midnight, 12 a.m. So somebody asked Krishna, why did you choose this odd time? He said, look, saintly persons like day, but thieves like night. My all leelas, my all pastimes now is coming in Braj Mandal. They'll be of thief, not of saintly people. I'll not do anything of saintly people. I'll do all activities like thief. So I need to come in the same time like thieves. Churagya Garnam Purusham Namami. He is the best thief. So like that, Krishna takes birth. And now in Krishna's prison, it was illumination like as if the sun came himself. And first darshan was taken by Vasudev. Vasudev saw Krishna first. And Vasudev started to look at this Tam Adbhutam Balakam Ambujekshanam. This is a special child, Adbhut Balakam. Bala means hairs, and Ka means Brahma. Like we say Keshava. Keshava means Ka means Brahma, Sha means Shiva, Va means Vishnu. One who is source of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, he is called Keshav. Keshavadhrita Narhari Rupa, Keshavadhrita Sukar Rupa, Krishavadhrita Rama Sarupa. So Keshav means who is source of all incarnations, who is source of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So from his one room, one pore of his body, one universe come out, one Brahmanda come out, one Brahma come out. Therefore he is Adbhutam Balakam. Ambujekshanam. His eyes are like lotus. Why it's compared to lotus? Because lotus is in the water, but he is not touching water. It's not affected by water. In the same way, although Krishna is in material world in the form of his incarnation, but he's not materially affected. His eyes are not material. Nothing is affected. Chaturbhujam, Shank Gadadi Udad Yudham. He is born with 4 arms, with Shankha, Gada, Chakra, and lotus flower in his hands. No child is born like that. And Srivatsa Lakshmam, he is having a beautiful hair mark on his chest called Srivatsa. And in his neck, Galashobi Kaustubam. In his neck, there's beautiful jewel Kaustubmani. Pitambaram, he is wearing yellow silken garments. And Sandara Payoda Shobhagam, he is having color like the monsoon clouds. So like that, first time Vasudev saw the beautiful form of Krishna. And as he saw this newborn child who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes, he was just astonished to see him. Vasudeva Ikshita, just seeing him without blinking his eyes. He is having beautiful kundal, and his grown long hair, curly hair, were coming to his face. And this description is given very beautiful detail. Then Vasudev tells Devaki. Devaki just woke up and saw Krishna. She was also astonished. And they both told Krishna that Krishna, you came to us, it's your great mercy. But then Devaki was overpowered by motherly affection. Devaki said that you came to us, but it's not the same product which we ordered. Suppose you order an Amazon some order, and you ordered a mango pickle, and they send you a amla pickle. You'll return it back. Devaki said that we requested you to come as our baby, and you came in 400 form. Did you see any baby like this? I want to feed you milk. How will I feed you milk? You have chakra, gada. I'm fearful. So then Krishna had to become a baby. So Krishna became small baby without any clothes. And Devaki told that baby cry when they take birth. So you should cry. Then Krishna had to cry. Then Devaki lifted Krishna and fed her breast milk. Then Vasudeva told Devaki that now we have to shift him to a safe place. See, they just saw Krishna in 400 arms. They just saw Krishna with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. They just saw Krishna's opulence. But as Krishna became baby, they forgot everything. And Vasudeva is thinking that we have to save him. It's our duty to take care of him. Sometimes people say that, why do you offer bhoga to God? Why do you want to take care of him? Do he need anything? Lord doesn't need anything. But devotee's emotion that I want to serve Lord. Therefore, Vasudev told that Devaki, now we have to take Krishna to a safe place. Devaki was so disheartened. That Devaki who could not leave his first son, imagine when Krishna became his son, how he can leave him. So Devaki told that, okay, if you want to take him, take him. You can go near river, give him to some washerman or some boatman. Or if you don't feel anybody is appropriate, you can put him in basket and put in river so that somebody will catch him and take care of him. Then Vasudev said, no, this will not be safe. Let me think something else. The Krishna says that, no, I have plan. A small baby Krishna started to speak. Leave me to Nanda Maharaj. Why Nanda Maharaj? Nanda Maharaj has 9 lakh cows. I'll become very strong after drinking their milk, butter, ghee, and then I'll come back and I'll kill Kansa and I'll release you. So like that Krishna told Vasudeva Devaki, but Vasudeva said, look, I am tied. How will I take you to Nanda? Krishna said, no problem. As Vasudeva saw, their old shackles were released. Devaki and Vasudeva were completely free. Vasudeva wrapped Krishna in small red cloth. It was soft like foam of the milk. And Vasudeva started to go to Nanda Maharaj. Devaki started to cry. She can't leave Krishna. Then Vasudeva explains, Devaki, real love means to do what is best for your beloved. This is real love. See, Vasudeva or Devaki are not ordinary people. People say that, how they become parents of Krishna. They have such high level of sacrifice. That spirit of service is so high that they kept their own pleasure, their own happiness aside for Krishna's pleasure. We will suffer, no problem. Before Krishna's coming, Devaki and Vasudeva were happy. Kansa was serving them. But when this Akashvani came, they are into prison. They saw their 6 sons dying in front of them. But Vasudeva explained, no, real love means to do what is best for your beloved. Then Devaki sat down crying and Vasudeva walked out. All doors, there were 7 doors to that prison. All doors were opened and all guards slept by the power of Krishna's Yogamaya. Although Krishna passed through them, but they were sleeping. Therefore, Sadhu says, Jiva jago, gora chand mole, kato nidra jao maya pishachir kole. How long you will sleep, living entity? You keep on sleeping. You're losing all opportunity in Krishna consciousness. How long you will be lazy? The time is passing so fast. When will become Krishna conscious? When will read Bhagavatam? When will chant the holy name? This time is just passing. Krishna is just passing in front of those guards and the guards are sleeping. See their misfortune. So then Vasudeva reaches out of the prison. And as he comes out, there are heavy rains, heavy rains. Clouds were roaring. Somebody asked clouds, why are you roaring like this? So much heavy rain, why? Cloud said, we are happy. Our dear Krishna came. And we are the first ones to take his darshan after Vasudeva and Devaki. They were parents, that's fine. Now also, if some children take birth, parents don't send their photo immediately. They take some time. They bring back home and then, after some days, they release their photo. But Krishna was seen by clouds immediately after his birth. After Vasudeva and Devaki, first time they are seen. Then clouds thought, first time we saw Krishna, we should give him some gift. We should give him birthday gift. We don't go to a birthday party without gift. So what gift we can give? We have only water. So we are giving water. But why so heavily? Because we want to give all our heart to Krishna. When Krishna comes, like in Janmashtami, what we do? We do Abhishek. So they say no arrangement of Abhishek, we will do arrangement of Abhishek. So the clouds are doing Abhishek. And another reason also, clouds are saying that everybody says we are not good because we are black. Nobody likes our color. But Krishna is so compassionate on us, he took our color. So for millenniums after millenniums now, Krishna will be called by our identity, Ghanashyam. So he will be called Shyamasundar, Ghanashyam. All these names will be related to us. Whenever there will be description about Krishna's color, people will say that his color resembles the monsoon clouds. So therefore, he actually raised our level of respect in nature. Now everybody will respect us. So like that, clouds were so happy. But Sheshnath thought that you are happy, but it should not be disservice to Krishna. Abhishek is okay for some time, but not all the time. He has to walk from all the way from Mathura to Gokul. So then Sheshna came and he gave beautiful shade to Krishna. He was the umbrella of Krishna. And like that, Vasudev kept on walking. Vasudev didn't see Sheshnak. He was at the back and he was just guarding both of them. As Vasudev came on the bank of Yamuna, he saw, because of these heavy rains, Yamuna was flooded. But actually, somebody told clouds, see what is the result of your rain? Because of your rain, Yamuna is flooded. The Yamuna told, no, not because of their rain. I am also happy that Krishna came. This is my ecstasy. I am flooding. And because Krishna is my master, I want to touch his feet. But Vasudev saw that in such a heavy flow, how will I cross this river? But he noticed there was one jackal. He was swimming on the Yamuna water and he was crossing the river. So Vasudev thought, if a jackal can cross, why cannot I cross? So he just started walking. And when he entered water, slowly, he started drowning. The water came almost up to his nose. Then Krishna thought that, oh, my father will drown, then my Leela will end here only. How will I do my Leela? So then Krishna lowered his leg so that Yamuna can touch his legs. When Yamuna touched Krishna's legs, Yamuna decreased his level just to the knee level. And easily Vasudev crossed. So Acharyas say that apparently sometimes in our devotional service we may feel that there are so many problems. But actually, if we just go on the path, Krishna will lower all problems and we can cross them very easily. Vasudev came to the house of Nanda Maharaj and he saw Yogamaya in the form of small girl next to Yashoda. Vasudev kept Krishna next to Yashoda and picked up the girl. Vasudev started to cry. How can he leave Krishna? Again and again he was turning back and seeing Krishna. But then finally he closed the door and left Nanda Bhavan because service is more important than emotions. Sometimes our emotion overpower us, but we should remember that service is more important. So like that, Vasudev came back, and as he came back, all shackles were again, they bound Vasudev and Devki, all doors were closed, all guards woke up. So this is the thing, like when Krishna comes in our life, we are free. But when we bring Maya in our life, then again we are bound. And then this small girl in the form of Yogamaya started to cry. The soldier informed Kansa that, Kansa, the 8th child is born. And Kansa immediately ran from his palace. He was waiting for this day, that as soon as the 8th child will be born, he will kill. So Kansa ran and he came to the prison and Devki started to plead, request that brother, he's not a boy, she's girl. How can a girl harm you? Kansa said, no boy, no girl. I can't believe demigods. They said 8th child will be my death. I can't risk. And as Kansa held that girl and wanted to kill, the girl slipped from his hands and took form of Yogamaya with 8 arms. And Durga told, you fool, you wanted to kill me, but your death is already born somewhere else. So just count your days. And like that, Yogamaya disappeared. Kansa was completely shattered. From that day on, Kansa didn't sleep a single night. Every night, these thoughts were haunting him that his death is already born somewhere else. So like that, Kansa was in great terror. Vasudha and Devki's prison was more strict after that. Kansa gave more tribulations to Nanda, so to Vasudeva and Devki. So after Krishna came, their life became more difficult. But here in Nanda Bhavan, since Nanda was not having any children, Nanda used to do lot of sadhu seva. Nanda had no child. He became very old and he was just serving sadhus. He would serve them. And Nanda's two sisters, Nanda and Sunanda, they came to Nanda's house because Yashoda became finally pregnant. So to help Yashoda, Nanda and Sunanda were living. And they used to take care of Yashoda all the time. But that particular moment when Vasudeva had to come, Nanda and Sunanda was dozing. So they decided we'll take a small nap. So they went to their room. But in the meantime, Vasudeva came and he changed the baby and took the girl and kept Krishna there. So when they returned, they saw from outside a lot of illumination is coming. It's bright as sun. So as they opened the door, they saw this beautiful baby next to Yashoda. But they were very fearful because they were thinking our brother is so old, and in this age, if he has a daughter, he has to work more hard till her marriage because Nanda is already old. And before her marriage, if our brother leaves this body, what will happen to that daughter? So please, please, God, let him be a boy. So this Nanda and Sunanda go near and they uncovers that red cloth in which Vasudeva brought Krishna, and they saw that she is a boy. They wakes up Yashoda that Yashoda, you gave birth to a boy. And then they all started to loudly chant that we got a boy in Nanda Bhavan. But then Nanda Sunanda stopped. No, 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 don't tell loudly. We will give this good news to Nanda because he will give us gift. If you will tell beforehand, we'll not get any gift. So Nanda and Sunanda ran to Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj was in his room and they told Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Maharaj, finally God gave you your son. Nanda Maharaj was so happy. He took out his ornaments and gave to Nanda and Sunanda. He immediately called Shandilya Muni, and Shandilya Muni told that, please take bath, wear new clothes. And after Nanda Maharaj was dressed, Shandilya Muni put pagdi on his head. He decorated Nanda Maharaj very nicely. Today, he got his Atmaja, Nandas to Atmaja Utpanne, Jata Alad Mahamana. He said today, Nanda Maharaj got his own son, Atmaja, and Jato Alad Mahamana, that he will be the source of his happiness. Anand, Alad means Anand. Therefore, people sing Nanda Ghara Ananda Bhayo. This is from Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam says that Alad is not son, he is Ananda personified, took birth in Nanda Maharaj's home. So Nanda Maharaj called all the Brahmanas. There was Jat Sanskar of Krishna. Professional singers came and they started to sing glories of Krishna. And Nanda Maharaj was distributing gifts to the Brahmanas. He was giving all donation to the Brahmanas. So much so that he was just emptying whatever he had to one Brahmana. But then when he looked back, his store was again full. So he was wondering how this money is coming back. I am giving everything to others, but again the storehouse is full. So Lakshmi was thinking that why Nanda Maharaj is pushing me out? Krishna came in house. I want to be with my husband. Why is pushing me out? So Lakshmi, as a daughter-in-law, she knows the back door. So as Nanda Maharaj is donating everything, Lakshmi is coming from back door and pulling the storehouse again. There were a lot of decoration. Not only Nanda Bhavan, but each house in Gokul was decorated. All streets were decorated. This is spiritual world. It's not that, Nanda's son, let him celebrate. No. Everybody is happy for each other in spiritual world. When a devotee is progress, whole devotee community should be happy. It should not that, oh, he got initiation, why I didn't get initiation. No. Everybody should feel happy for each other. This is spiritual world. So whole Gokul was decorated. All cows were decorated. They were put new silken clothes on the cows. And with the mixture of haldi and oil, They pasted the marks of hand on cow's body. They gave new gifts and clothes to anybody. And they were throwing butter on each other. There's so much throwing of butter. There's so much butter and curd and these things in Nanda Bhavan that there were mud of butter. We had mud of water. When water mixes with the dust, it becomes mud. But it was not mud of water. It was mud of curd and milk. So like that, there was celebration going on in Nanda Bhavan. And this festival seems to be one kalpa long. One kalpa means one day of Brahma, 1,000 Chaturyugas. So it was like that long festival in the happiness of Krishna's appearance. After that, 6 days passed, and Nanda Maharaj thought that our king Kansa is very cruel. So if we don't give him tax and he comes to know that I got a child at my house, he will try to trouble me. So before he asks for tax, let me go and give him tax myself. Otherwise, he will make problem for my child. So Nanda Maharaj loaded all bullock carts with all these different food items, grains and gold and silver, and he wanted to go and give tax to Kansa. So he traveled from Gokul to Mathura, and as he went there, he gave all tax to Kansa, and Vasudev came to meet Nanda Maharaj. So they both met, and Vasudev wanted to make sure that Krishna is okay or not. But how to ask directly? Because this mystery that Vasudev brought Krishna and Krishna God was born, Vasudev is not supposed to know as per Nanda's intelligence. So how to ask? Vasudev asking indirectly that are all cows okay in Brajmandal? Nanda Maharaj said yes, all cows are okay. All Brajvasis are okay? Yes, all Brajvasis are also okay. So when like that, Vasudev got assurance if cows are okay, Brajvasis are okay, they will take care of Krishna nicely. But Vasudev warned Nanda that Nanda Maharaj, be safe. See, anything can happen in Gokul. I can see that there can be some problem. So Vasudev warned Nanda that there can be some future problems. So on the back journey to Gokul, Nanda Maharaj couldn't sleep. He was just seeing the moon and he was wondering what can be the problem. And his only anxiety was that Krishna should be safe. Nothing should happen to Krishna. Let me reach quickly back to Gokul and take care of him. So see, sometimes people close their eyes and they can't meditate on Krishna. Here Nanda Maharaj with open eyes, he is meditating on Krishna. So much love for Krishna. So finally Nanda Maharaj told that anyway we are not controllers. Lord Hari is the controller. Nanda Maharaj said that Lord Hari take care of my child, and he was praying to Lord Vishnu, and then he was traveling back. Here in the court of Kansa, Kansa was in great anxiety. As we discussed, he couldn't sleep. It was already 6 days, and Kansa couldn't sleep even for a day. So all ministers were called, and Kansa told his anxiety that, look, my death is born somewhere, and I don't know. I am not safe. Anytime he can come and kill me. What to do? Then ministers told that that he is born 6 days back. So let us kill all the babies who are newly born within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Let us kill all of them. Who can do that job? They said, we will go. We will go and kill. Kansa said, look at your faces on mirror. By seeing you, people will hide their children. They will never allow you to, meet them. How you will kill? So then they remembered there is one person who can do this job, Putana. Putana was sister of Aghasur and Bakasur. When Kansa defeated Aghasur and Bakasur, Putana came to challenge Kansa. And Kansa knew Putana is more strong. So Kansa told that I don't fight with women. Let us make a new relationship. You become my sister. So Kansa accepted Putana as a sister. So Putana was called, and then Kansa told Putana, can you do this job? Putana said, yes, of course. I am Putana. I don't have any. Puta means good qualities or piety. I don't have any piety. I am Balagatini. I relish killing small children. So Kansa thought, yes, he is appropriate to kill God. Look at the plan. How can they kill God? But this is demonic mentality. They think that we can kill God. So anyway, when they decided, Sukdev Goswami told that Putana left for Gokul. Hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj became fearful. He said, Sukdev Goswami, what will happen now to Krishna? A small baby. Nanda Maharaj is on the way. Nanda Maharaj is not back in Gokul. Who will save him? What will happen to him? He entered so much in Leela that he forgot that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He became so absorbed. Sukdev Goswami said, don't worry. Wherever there is Krishna, there can't be any inauspiciousness. He is present there. Don't worry. Then he continued the story that Putana came there and he came like, uh, like today's girls. It's not my words. Bhagavatam is telling. Putana is having long hairs, long nails, colored hairs, lotus in hand. So like that nowadays girls color their hairs, their long nails. Putana was like that. And she came in new appearance. She came in the form of a demigoddess. So somebody may think that why Putana did like that. But Putana came like this so that she can get an easy entry to Nanda Bhavan. So when she entered Gokul, nobody stopped Putana. All Brajvasis thought that yes, she is very good girl. She is very beautiful lady. Of course, she must be some demigoddess or somebody. Let her go. And so much so that she reached to the inner chambers of Nanda Bhavan in the very room where Krishna was taking rest. Yashoda was so particular about Krishna's service that she won't give Krishna to even other housemates. She would never give them. But when Putana came, Yashoda allowed, okay, you can go near Krishna. You can meet and take care of Krishna. As Putana came and she looked in Krishna's um, small bed, Krishna closed his eyes. Krishna thought that, now in Ram incarnation also I had to kill a woman, Tadaka. And in Krishna incarnation also, first demon I have to kill is this female. Why do this happen to me every time? And then Krishna was also thinking that, Putana is not pure. Puta means one who's pure. She is not pure. And I don't want to see impure people. I like to see pure people. I like to see my devotees. Why this impure person has come in front of me? Therefore, when we go to take darshan of Lord, we should not just go in front. Let other devotees go in front. We should stand at the back. Because Krishna will be happy to see his devotees, not our sinful face. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would stand at back and take darshan of Lord. Because he thought that I am most fallen. Let me stand at the back. Let others go in front. Krishna will be pleased to see them. This is mood of Vrindavan. So anyway, Krishna was not very happy to see her. And Krishna closed his eyes. Putana picked up Krishna. And she came with a plan that on her breast she put deadly Kalakut poison. And her plan was, if Krishna sucks this poison, he will be killed. So like that Putana planned and she came to feed Krishna. Actually in past life, Putana was daughter of King Bali. We remember yesterday we discussed Bali Maharaj. When Bali Maharaj is doing yajna, Vamandev came as a small boy. And the way Vaman Maharaj was speaking, Vamandev was speaking, Bali Maharaj became very affectionate toward Vamandev. So this daughter of Bali Maharaj, Ratnamala, was also standing nearby. And she also felt so much affection seeing Vamandev that she thought that if at all I get a child, I should get child like him. So this was desire of Ratnamala. But when Vamandev cheated Bali Maharaj, Ratnamala thought that, oh, this kind of child, I would have killed this child. So both desired Krishna fulfilled. He became like his child also because Putana was feeding Krishna. And she was having this desire to kill Krishna. So Krishna gave that chance also to Ratnamala in the form of Putana. So when Putana was feeding Krishna, Krishna started to drink the milk, and with the milk, he also started to drink the life air of Putana. Not only Putana, actually, Putana killed so many children, and she drank blood of these children. So, these lives of children was in Putana in the form of her life air. So, along with Putana's life air, Krishna was also drinking the life air of all children. He was liberating them, those who were killed by Putana. And when Putana realized that Krishna is actually sucking her life air and he is going to die, she just came her in her real form. When person is in difficulty, she comes out in her real form. Putana was 21 kilometers long. She was very fierce looking, very ugly. And Putana took Krishna on in sky. Putana was trying to leave Krishna. He was saying, leave me. But Krishna says, no, once I catch anybody, I don't leave them. Krishna started to continue to suck the life air, and finally Putana fell on ground dead. By hearing this sound, all gopis gathered and they saw this gigantic Putana, 21 kilometers long. They came and they saw little Krishna playing on the chest of Putana. So they put different staircases, they went up, they picked up Krishna, they brought him down, they purified Krishna with the tail of a calf, and they chanted 12 mantras, which we chant while applying tilak, and 12 praises, and they prayed, Lord Vishnu, please protect our child. What has happened? How this gigantic Putana came? In the meantime, Nanda Maharaj came back from Mathura, and he saw this gigantic Putana. Nanda Maharaj was terrified. He rushed and he saw, where is Krishna? Is he safe? Yes, he is safe. Nanda Maharaj thought, yes, Vasudev warned me that something will happen. And then Nanda Maharaj decided that we should burn the body of Putana. So they brought 1,000 axes and they cut body of Putana in small pieces. And they put him in different wooden, they called pyre, and then they burned Putana. When they burned Putana, fragrance was coming from her body. Because by Krishna's touch, one who was Putana, not pious, not pure, which was impious, impure, she became totally pure. So this is the magic of Krishna's touch. And after burning, Putana left this world and went straight to Golok Vrindavan. And there Krishna gave her service of a nurse. Just like mother, she used to assist in Golok Vrindavan to Yashoda. This story was the turning point in the life of Sukadeva Goswami. When he was in the forest, Sukadeva Goswami heard this story only. That Aho Bakiyam Stana Kalakutam, this Bakiyam, sister of Bakasur, this particular demoness, she came applying Kalakuta on her breast to kill Kansa. But look at Krishna, what he did? He gave her position of his mother. This is the magnanimity of Krishna. Kimva dayalu sharanam brajema. Who can be more magnanimous than Krishna? Where we will go? Where we'll find more merciful than Krishna? So as Putana crossed all limit of cruelty, to kill a infant child is the highest limit of cruelty. Krishna also crossed all limit of compassion. When there is competition between cruelty, harshness, and compassion, Krishna wins. His compassion wins. And Sukadeva Goswami says, the Shruti Phal, the result of hearing this pastime is Govinda Labate Ratim. One gets affinity, attachment towards Krishna. This is the result of hearing this Putana Uddhar Leela. So when we hear this pastime, how we get Govinda Labate Ratim? How we get attachment to Krishna's shelter? Because we tend to think that Gopinath, Ami ki doshe doshi, Asuru sakala pailo charana binoda thakilo vashi. These all kind of demons you delivered. Why I am sitting here? Please deliver me also. You delivered Putana who came to kill you. What? I am not at all Putana. I am at least trying to chant your holy name. I am trying to be your devotee. Please take me back to you. So like that, this pastime is very, very important. After that, there were 3 months passed like this. Brajmandal got life in the form of Krishna. And after 3 months, again Rohini Nakshatra came. Rohini Nakshatra came when Krishna took birth. And 3 months after, again Rohini Nakshatra came. And first time, Krishna turned. He took Karvat. And when a baby turns for the first time, that is the sign that baby is healthy. So all were so happy that yes, Krishna is healthy. Let us do a festival. Let us celebrate a festival that Krishna is healthy. They just needed a reason to celebrate festival for Krishna's pleasure. So again, whole Brajban, the whole Gokul was decorated, and there was festival. There a lot of Brahmanas were called. Krishna's Abhishek was done. They took one pot, and Krishna was held in hand by Yashoda, and different gopis were pouring milk and curd and honey and sugar and ghee. They were bathing Krishna with waters of Yamuna, and like that, they were Krishna's Abhishek. It is told in Puranas, if Krishna's Abhishek is happening miles away, and if from miles away somebody just tells that I want to see Abhishek, just if he says that I want to go and take darshan of Abhishek from miles away, he'll be free from all sins. That is the reason. They're so auspicious, Krishna's Abhishek. What about going near and taking darshan and personally doing? Forget about that. From miles away, if somebody says that I just want to go and take darshan, if this desire also comes, he get free from all sins. So Krishna's auspicious Abhishek was done, and after that, Krishna was dressed in red dress, and Mata Yashoda put kajal in his eyes, and she garlanded Krishna. Nanda Maharaj was again donating, whoever Brahman was asking, Nanda Maharaj was donating them as per their desire. It is written in Shastras that 3 things increase when you donate. One is knowledge. When you donate knowledge, when you share knowledge, knowledge increase. Second is happiness. When you share happiness, happiness increase. And third thing is wealth. If wealth is donated to an appropriate person in the service of Krishna, then wealth increase. So like that, Nanda Maharaj was donating. And in the meantime, they saw that Krishna was very tired, because everybody wanted to come. They want to pat Krishna, they want to play with Krishna, they want to touch Krishna's cheeks, like that. So Krishna was very tired. Yashoda took Krishna in her lap and she fed Krishna. And after drinking milk of Yashoda, Krishna was feeling sleepy. But there were so many guests in the house. Yashoda thought where to put Krishna for rest. So many guests. She thought that Krishna needs a silent place where he can take rest. So what Yashoda did, she went out of the house and she saw there was a bullock cart. And this bullock cart, there were no ox, but this bullock cart was just kept there without ox. And there were some pots of milk and things kept on the bullock cart. On beneath bullock cart, there was nice shade. So Yashoda thought that nice shade is there and sun is also there and this quiet place. This is perfect place for Krishna to take rest. So Krishna was put under that bullock cart. And Mata Yashoda again went to attend the guest because there was festival in the house. Now Kansa sent another demon to kill Krishna. His name was Utkach. Utkach was not having any body. He was without body. He was like a ghost. And The way he killed people was he would possess different items and he would attack with those items and kill people. So when he saw this cart, he got a plan. He thought that this small baby, and this cart is loaded with so many pots. If I possess this cart and if I fall on the baby will die. Now Krishna was there. Just woke up. Krishna saw, I'm left alone. Mata left me. There's nobody. An outside house. I am under bullock cart. Krishna saw, why I'm left alone? Then Krishna saw this bullock cart. And as Utkach possessed the cart, his name became Shaktashur. Shakat means the cart, the bullock cart. And as he possessed the cart, his name became Shaktashur. So Shaktashur thought that I will fall. As he was going to fall, Krishna woke up. He said, why am I left alone? Krishna became angry. And as small children become angry, they cry. When they cry, small children, they move their legs while crying. They move their hands and legs. So as he moved his hands and legs, Krishna's little thumb, imagine 3 months old baby, his little thumb of leg touched this bullock cart. And as it touched this bullock cart was thrown in air, miles away. And in the air, the Shaktashur left his life. So with small touch of his thumb, Krishna killed Shaktashur. And this Shaktashur was delivered. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that the Shaktashur is like our bad habits. These bad habits, ego, laziness, all these are not seen. They are like invisible like Shaktashur. But they possess us. Just like a ghost haunt a person. In the same way, bad habits sometimes, they take over our attention. And we become lazy in Krishna consciousness. And when it comes to sense gratification, we become very enthusiastic. But if Krishna gives little touch, then our bad habits will just fly in air like Shaktashur went. All pots broke, demon left his life, whole bullock cart broke, and these things fell in different places. Some parts of bullock cart, some pots here and there. Here in this sound, all Nanda Bhavan, all Nanda Baba, Yashoda, everybody came and they picked up the child and they told Nanda, Yashoda, how can you leave boy here? The small children said, no, he was safe, but he touched this bullock cart with his thumb and that made this bullock cart to fly in air. Nobody believed those children. How can a 3-month-old baby do this? But Shaktashur got divine body and got spiritual world. So Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukdev Goswami, how can this Shaktashur get Golok? Really? He came to kill Krishna again, Golok. There has to be some history. Sukdev Goswami said, yes. In previous life, this Utkach was son of Hiranyakashipu. And as he was son of Hiranyakashipu, in Hiranyakashipu palace, there were a lot of facility for sense gratification. So one day he ate too much. As he ate too much, Hiranyakashipu told him that you eat too much, you should do some physical exercise. So he started to do some physical exercise. He became very strong. And as he was doing physical exercise, he thought, I should fight with somebody. So his hands were scratching and everything. He said, I want to fight with somebody. So he went to one garden where Lomas Rishi was doing austerities. And in that garden, he started to uproot trees and disturb everybody. And Lomas Rishi broke his samadhi and saw this son of Hiranyakashipu, Utkach. So Lomas Rishi said, you are so proud of your bodily strength and you are not able to control that strength that you have to do all this disturbance. I curse you that you should have no body. You roam around without body in your ghostly body. So then this Utkach come and fell in the feet of Lomas Rishi that please forgive me. It's not my mistake. I ate too much. My father told that you go do some physical exercise, but I was not happy with exercise. So he started to uproot trees and throw here and there. Please forgive me. So Lomas Rishi said, okay, don't worry. Krishna will come and deliver you. So this is Sadhu Kripa. Somebody who just ate too much and just doing some disturbance came across Lomas Rishi, and by his mercy, he went and got association of Krishna. So there's so many examples where just by the association of sadhus, one got mercy of Krishna. After that, Krishna was slowly growing further, and then Lord Shiva one day thought that let me go and take darshan of this baby form of Krishna. Lord Shiva is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. He wanted to take darshan of Krishna. But there was one problem. Appearance of Lord Shiva was very fearful. Lord Shiva put ashes from crematorium. His necklace is deadly snakes. His bracelets, everything is snakes. And then he has Chandrama on the head. So his appearance was and in his neck there is garland of skulls. So it's very fearful appearance. So when he came to Nanda Bhavan and he told that I want to meet Krishna, Yashoda said, no way. I can't show my boy this ghastly appearance. Krishna will be fearful, he'll be scared, he will cry. I can give anything you want, any kind of charity, but I can't give you darshan. Shiva said, I will sit on your door, Mata, and I will wait. Yashoda said, no problem, you sit on this door, I have another door. I'll use another door, but I'll not open this door. Shiva said that, I am such a yogi, I can expand. I'll sit on all your doors. Yashoda said, you sit on all doors. Even if my son becomes old inside the house, no way I'm bringing you near to you. I am not bringing near to you. Shiva said, mothers are compassionate. What type of mother you are? Why are you so strict? Yashoda said, saints are also simple. Why are you so obstinate? Why you are not listening to me? So Shiva became very disheartened and he sat nearby Nanda Bhavan and started to meditate on the Lord. He said, my dear Lord, I want to take your darshan. Please help me. She is not allowing me to take your darshan. So Krishna thought, I only have to do something. So Krishna started to cry. And so heavily he started to cry that nobody was able to stop Krishna. Everybody came. They said that do this, do that, this is the way, you have to pamper the child. Somebody said you feed the child. Somebody said, no, he's feeling cold, so you take him in sun. So many things they tried, but nothing worked. Then somebody said, Krishna is crying because maybe somebody did black magic on him. So we need a tantric Baba to relieve this black magic from Krishna. Acha, where to get this Baba? He came. By his appearance, he was looking tantric only. And Mata Ishwara said, no way I am bringing him. Somebody said, no, this kind of magic, only this kind of Aghori Baba can only cut. So bring him in. So then Yashoda said, okay, bring him. So Lord Shiva was sitting nearby, and this all gopis go there and tell, Chal re Baba Nanda Bhavan mein, Mata Yashoda bulan. Please come to Nanda Bhavan. Mata Yashoda is calling you. Then Lord Shiva was also playing with them. Now why she is calling me? I requested so many times. Now why she is calling me? No, please come. You have to do, you have to, what is it, nazar utarna hai aapko jaake. So you have to do this. You have to get this child free from all these bad evils. Huh? So like that, they called Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva went there, and Lord Shiva took darshan of the Lord, and Krishna started to smile. So then Mata Yashoda understood that this Baba is very good, this Sadhu is very good. So she told that, Baba, you stay near my house only. Whenever my child will cry, I will call you. So this was simplicity of Mother Yashoda. We can't tell anybody like that. But Mother Yashoda loves Krishna so much, she tells that, Baba, you stay near our house only. Whenever my child will cry, I will call you. So then Shiva told, in two conditions, I'll stay near your house. There are two conditions. What are the conditions? When you bathe your child in morning, every day, you should give that water to me. Okay, no problem. Anyway, that water drains out. You can take that water, no problem. And whenever your child eat prasad, whenever your child eat anything, whatever he will leave, give me that. Mata said, okay. Child eat half, and anytime child leaves so many things, I'll give you, no problem. Condition fulfilled. You stay nearby. So like that, Lord Shiva eternally lives nearby the house of Nanda Maharaj. After that, one day, Krishna was in the lap of Yashoda, and Yashoda was trying to pamper Krishna and make him sleep. But that day, she felt Krishna became very heavy. Small child, but she was feeling he became very, very heavy. So Yashoda couldn't keep Krishna in her lap. So without her wish also, she didn't want to do that, but because he became so heavy, Yashoda had to keep Krishna on the ground. Yashoda kept Krishna on ground. He became so heavy. And as Yashoda kept Krishna on floor, one big cyclone came in the form of Trinavrat. Trinavrat was another demon. He came in Brajmandal with heavy whirlwind, and he was actually taking away everything, whatever coming in his way. And as he came near Krishna, Trinavrat took Krishna also with him. Seeing this, Yashoda started to cry. A big whirlwind came and took Krishna away. She started to cry. She called all gopis. See, Krishna is not here. Gopis also came. But what happened? Because of Trinavrat, there was so much dust flying in the air, gopis couldn't see anything. Yashoda couldn't see anything. So our acharyas tell that this Trinavat represents false ego. When there is false ego, you can't see anything. You can't see Krishna. You can't see each other. You can't see other devotees. So like that, Trinavrat took Krishna 10,000 yojans high in air. And he thought, I will drop Krishna from that height and this boy will be killed. But Krishna was enjoying because Krishna got free ride. Without visa, without passport, he was getting free ride. So he was very happy. Krishna enjoyed and he embraced Trinavrat. He caught hold of Trinavrat's neck. Gokul became peaceful because Trinavrat went so high. And there was no more dust, no more whirlwind, no more cyclone. But Yashoda was crying. See, devotees don't want peace, they want Krishna. When Krishna was in Gokul, there's so many problems. When Krishna is in air, Gokul is peace. But devotees don't want Krishna, don't want peace, they want Krishna. People are running after peace, but devotees are preferring Krishna more than peace. When we come to Krishna consciousness, it's not that we will sit in one corner and just chant. No. Our life will become more busy. We have to serve day and night. We have to stretch our bodies. We have to do whatnot for serving Krishna. So we didn't come to Krishna consciousness to become peaceful. We have to become more anxious to serve Krishna. So Yashoda and gopis, they were becoming very, very anxious. And they were lamenting, where is Krishna? Why did I keep him on the floor? If I would have kept him on my lap only, I would have not allowed Krishna to fly in air like this. But there Krishna, in the air, 10,000 yojans high, he was catching the neck of Trinavrat. And there Krishna started to increase his weight. So much so that Trinavrat couldn't handle that weight. And Trinavrat told that Krishna, leave. This boy is a problem. But then Krishna gave him first attack. Just one attack with his fist. And Trinavrat fell on ground, dead. Brajvasis came, they took Krishna, and they told that yes, sinful people fall themselves. No one has to kill them. This is sinful person, he is killed, and our son is very pious, so he is saved. When Nanda and Yashoda came, they fed Brahmanas, and they told that please pray for the protection of our Krishna. One after another things are happening. Parikshit asked Sukdev Goswami, who was this Trinavrat? How did he get association of Krishna? So Sukdev Goswami told the previous life of Trinavrat. He told this Trinavrat in previous life was King Sahasraksha. He was the king of Pandu region. One day he was taking bath in Narmada river, and Durvasa Muni came. When Durvasa Muni came, he saw that this king is taking bath with his wives without any clothes in this river. So Durvasa Muni cursed this king to become demon. Then, coming back to his senses, Sahasraksha begged forgiveness, and Durvasa Muni told that, don't worry, Krishna will deliver you. So like that, Trinavrat was liberated by Krishna's touch. Now, till this chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukdev Goswami is only addressing Krishna as Balaka, Hari, or Ishvara, because Krishna was not given a name. Namkaran Sanskar was not done. Vasudev was in Mathura, and he was thinking that till now my son is not named. No name is given to my son. So Vasudev called Gargamuni. Gargamuni was the family priest of Vasudev. So Vasudev called Gargamuni and told that, please go and request Nanda Maharaj that he should be named. My son should be named. Vasudev told Gargamuni, but Gargamuni told there is one problem. Nanda Maharaj, his family priest is Shandalya Muni. Why he will tell me to give name to his son? How will he come to know that I am priest and I will came to give name? Vasudev said that, see, Paramatma is sitting in your heart. Paramatma is sitting in Nanda's heart also. When you will go, Paramatma will inspire Nanda Maharaj to request you to name him. Gargamuni said, okay. Gargamuni traveled from Mathura to Nanda Bhavan. Nanda Maharaj welcomes Gargamuni. He gives him nice respect. And then Nanda Maharaj asked that, Gargamuni, how you came here? Gargamuni said, what is our job? We just roam around here and there. If some new boys are born, we give them names sometimes. So then Nanda Maharaj said, yes, I have 2 children in my house. They are not given name now. So can you give them name? Gargamuni said, yes, of course, I can give them name. But there is one problem. I am the family priest of Vasudeva. And if Kansa comes to know that I came here and gave name to your children, he will think that his death in the form of 8th child of Vasudeva is here. So it will risk your children. Nanda Maharaj said, no problem. What we will do it secretly. Our Goshala is very big. We have 9 lakh cows. And if we do in between the cows, nobody will find out what we are doing. So then Gargamuni agreed. When Nanda Maharaj told this to Yashoda, Yashoda became very angry. He said, how come? If Krishna, big event in his life, Namkarana Sanskar is a big event, and we will not celebrate, we will not feed anybody, I will call all villages to feed at my house. Why I'll do secretly? Nanda Baba said, don't become emotional. We should do what is good for our child. If Kansa comes to know and he thinks that he is Vasudev's son, then there will be a problem. Already our child went through so many problems. So we will do it secretly. But still, Yashoda was very upset. Yashoda couldn't do anything, but she was very upset. So she told Rohini, I don't know what kind of sages came here and, Nanda Baba want him to name our children and he wants to do it secretly. I don't trust this sadhu. Let us test him. How we will test him? So you keep Krishna in your lap. Yashoda told Rohini that you keep Krishna in your lap and I will keep Balaram in my lap. If this sadhu can tell who is whose son, then we'll accept names given by him. Otherwise, we will again do Namkaran Sanskar with Shandalya Muni and we'll call whole village. So you should have planned like that. After that, when finally Gargamuni arranged everything in Goshala, Nanda Maharaj was sitting there and these both mothers come with Krishna and Balaram. Yashoda is holding Balaram in his lap and Rohini is holding Krishna. So when they both came, Gargamuni first time saw Krishna. But just by seeing him with open eyes, unblinking eyes, Gargamuni started to cry. And he started to pray to Krishna that this form, this child form of yours is rare. Even Brahma and Shiva had to do Shiva had to do so much to see him, and I am seeing him face to face. What is my good fortune? And by seeing him, he went in trance. There is one samadhi called Tratak Samadhi. Tratak Samadhi means when you look to an object, you become so absorbed looking at it that you become oblivious to anything around you. So Gargamuni went in Samadhi. Now both mothers thought that this sage came here and he died. So they became very upset that he has to die at our house only. Now our house is Sutak and everything. Why he died at our house? So mother thought that let us test. So they were waving their hands and they're making sounds of their bangles. Nothing is happening. So then they told Nanda Maharaj, please test. Did he die or he's living? Nanda Maharaj shook Gargamuni. And when he shook Gargamuni, he came back to his external senses. And then Gargamuni thought that this is not time to hide. I have to tell the glories of Krishna. So he started to tell that, mother, one who is sitting in your lap. And as he was telling, he's about to tell, Krishna signaled, don't disclose. Then Gargamuni said, no. He is incarnation. He's like Vishnu. He's source of all good qualities. And he is so attractive. In his so many lives, he came in different colors. One time he came in Satya Yuga in white color. He came in Treta Yuga in red color. He will come in Kali Yuga in yellow color. But in this Yuga, he came in black color. And because this boy has ability to attract everybody, please call him Krishna. So Krishna gets his eternal name from Gargamuni. And then he tells that, he is not your son Rohini. Your son is this one whom Yashoda is taking. This Krishna is son of Yashoda. And the son which Yashoda is holding, he is source of all strength. And by his presence, everybody will be happy. He will be source of happiness. Therefore, call him Balaram. Bala means strength and Ram means one who gives pleasure. So call him Balaram. And because this boy has changed womb of two mothers, call him Sankarshan. And he is all auspicious. Therefore call him Bhadra. So Balaram got different names. Balaram, Balabhadra, Sankarshan. Like that, both got names. And mothers were also convinced that yes, Gargamuni could identify who is whose son. So he is genuine sadhu. We should trust him. And these names were accepted. And Gargamuni, Nanda Maharaj gave a big dakshina to Gargamuni. And Gargamuni just distributed it to all Brajavasis. He was so happy. One who has seen Krishna, what dakshina he needs? He just distributed all dakshina. And then he went back to Mathura and told Vasudeva about the new names of his children. Now here Krishna was not speaking till now. But he started to walk on his knees. He started to crawl. One day, Nanda Maharaj was sitting and he was worshipping Shaligram. And as he was worshipping Shaligram, Krishna came straight from his bed near Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj said, no, you are impure now. You just woke up. You didn't take bath. Don't come near. I am worshipping Shaligram. So Krishna thought, which Shaligram? I am pure of the purest. I need to take bath to touch this Shaligram. People take my name and get purified. But this, Shaligram is so pure. I need to take bath. Anyway, Nanda Maharaj started to bathe Shaligram. Nanda Maharaj put milk, dahi, honey, all sweet items on Shaligram. Now when children wake up, they feel hungry. So Krishna was already hungry. And when he saw all these favorite items of his put on this Shaligram, Krishna became more hungry. His mouth was watering. So as Nanda Maharaj closed his eyes and Nanda Maharaj is doing his Gayatri, Krishna went ahead and saw Shaligram. Krishna saw this round black shaped thing is on the throne and he just took bath with all these sweet items. Krishna thought maybe it's gulab jamun. And by the abhishek of all these sweet items, it must have become more sweeter. So Krishna picked the shaligram and kept in his mouth. When Nanda Maharaj opened his eyes, he saw there's no shaligram. The throne is empty. Then he saw here and there the Krishna's mouth was bulged out. Then Nanda Maharaj said, "What is in your mouth? Show me." Krishna, then Nanda Maharaj just pushed his face, and shaligram came out. Nanda Maharaj became upset. How can you eat shaligram? Nanda Maharaj called Yashoda. Look at your son. He ate shaligram today. He's becoming notorious. You should take care of him. So Mata Yashoda took Krishna in his lap and he asked, Lala, why did you eat shaligram? Then Krishna said, first time, Maya, Maya, I was hungry. As he told, Mother Yashoda forgot everything. Nanda came running. What did he say? What did he say? The Krishna told, Baba, first time. Then Nanda Maharaj also forgot everything. And then he addressed Balaram also as Dada. First time when he told all these words, my Lord, this was Nanda and Yashoda so happy that Krishna's sweet words, first time, Adharam Madhuram, Badanam Madhuram, Hasitam Madhuram, everything is sweet. When he spoke words, they were like shower of nectar. So that time they forgot everything and they started to caress the child. Now Krishna was allowed to play outside. Outside the house, there was river Yamuna. And on the bank of river Yamuna, Krishna would play with his friends. Small friends. Balaram would be there and they all used to play. So they were playing and they decided that they'll make two teams. And the team, which team will lose, they have to carry the winner team on their shoulder. Like that they were playing. It so happened that Krishna's team lost. Now they were all forcing Krishna, you have to become horse. Krishna said, no, I won't become horse. I'm the prince. Gopal said, you are prince in your home, not in the play. So you have to become horse. Otherwise, we'll reject you, we'll forsake you. So then Krishna became, okay, whatever you do, I don't want to play with you. So Gopal said, okay, we'll not allow you to play. You'll play alone, we'll play in different place. So Gopals went little farther and they started to play. Here Krishna was sitting alone on the ghat of Yamuna. What to do? So he started to play with the mud. Alone child, he started playing with the mud. And as he was playing with the mud, he took little mud and he started to eat. When Gopas saw this, they got an opportunity to take revenge. Krishna didn't become horse and he's eating mud. Now we'll complain to Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda will chastise him. He'll get a good lesson. So Gopas started to go to Mother Yashoda. But one of them told, Mother Yashoda loves Krishna so much. And if he'll complain, he will not believe. And Krishna is so clever. By the time we'll come back, he will throw all mud out of his mouth. And then Mother Yashoda will chastise us only. So what to do? They told Balaram. Balaram, look, Krishna is eating mud. When Balaram went and told Yashoda, Yashoda agreed. Because Balaram never told lie. So Yashoda understood, oh, Krishna ate mud. Yashoda came running and Yashoda took Krishna in her lap and asked, Krishna, you ate mud? Really? Krishna said, no, Mata. Aham naham bhakshitam ambe. Oh, my mother, I didn't eat mud. So are all of them speaking lie? Yes, of course. Everybody is speaking lie. I didn't eat mud. Acha? Balaram also telling lie? Balaram also telling lie? Yes, Balaram tell lie. And mother, I'll tell you one truth. Balaram never liked me. Since my childhood, he never likes me. Acha, your brother doesn't like you? Why? Balaram tells me, mother, that I am not your son. One day you went to market and you saw that one person was selling me. So you purchased me from market. Oh, how do you believe this story? No, Balaram says, look, Mother Yashoda is white. Nanda is white. I am white. How come you are black? That means you don't belong to our family. We brought you from market. So Yashoda said, don't deviate me. Don't change topic. Show me your mouth. Open your mouth. I want to see what is in your mouth. So we teach children, na? Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar, no, no, Papa. Open your mouth, haha. This came from Mother Yashoda only. Mother said, open your mouth. I want to see what is there in your mouth. And when Krishna opened his mouth, what Mother sees? Mother doesn't see mud. He sees whole planetary systems. He said, Ananta galaxies. Namo Deva Damodara, Ananta Vishnu. Millions of galaxies were in Yashoda's mouth. And Yashoda saw her own galaxy. He saw her own earth planet. She saw Nanda Bhavan. She saw the bank of Yamuna. And she saw herself looking in the mouth of Krishna, in mouth of Krishna. So Mother Yashoda became perplexed. She thought, who is he? He is not my child. He is God. And Krishna started thinking, my God, what did I did? What did I do? If Mother Yashoda started thinking that I am God, from tomorrow he will put me on altar and he'll start to offer arati. I don't want to spoil my childhood. So Krishna erased all memory from Mother Yashoda's mind. And then Mother Yashoda picked up her child and started walking towards her house. On the way, there was a temple of Lord Shiva. So Mother Yashoda went to the temple of Lord Shiva. Although she didn't remember the details, but she knew something happened. There was some illusions which she saw. So Mother Yashoda started praying to Lord Shiva. And my dear Lord, please save. I think my child is haunted by some ghost. I am very anxious. Lord Mahadev, Lord Shiva appeared and told Mother Yashoda, you know your child, he is Chinta Haran. Just by remembering him, all anxieties go away. So you don't need to take anxiety for him. By remembering him, all anxieties go. You don't need to be anxious about him, Mother. Just go to your home. So like that, there are beautiful pastimes of Krishna in Nanda Bhavan. And Krishna became the life and soul of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Any question? Any comments? Yes. Manoharini Subhadra Mataji.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandal Pranams to you.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for immersing us in Vraj Leela. Prabhuji, my question is, like, is there any background for Kamsa? Like, we always hear that he was bad and Krishna promised the demigods that he will come and relieve them by killing him. But we have not heard any atrocity, background. All that we knew is that, he was very compassionate, very affectionate to Devaki, and suddenly he became bad towards
No,
her. And then, yeah, the story starts from
no,
there.
no, no. In his previous
Mm-hmm.
birth, Kansa was
Mm-hmm.
Kalnemi,
Mm-hmm.
and Kalnemi was killed by Vishnu. But in this life also, Kansa was not a very good person. Kansa was sinful from his childhood. Ugrasen was fed up with Kansa. And he was so egoistic. Of course, he was powerful. And he was so egoistic that he went on challenging different demons. So he challenged Kuvalyapir and he made him his slave. He challenged Aghasur, Bakasur, Keshi. All these demons he fought and he defeated them and made him slaves. What slaves? Actually made him his friends. And Kansa would associate with all these demonic people. He was so sinful that he would kill Brahmanas. He would stop yagyas. So all these atrocities Kansa was doing all this while. And he was plunder the wealth of citizens. He would pollute the women. And when people used to complain to Ugrasen could not do anything because he was so powerful. Kansa would neglect Ugrasen's words in front of the whole court. And finally, when this Akashwani came, that time Kansa imprisoned Ugrasen also, and he became king. So he was demonic from his childhood only. It's not that he was very good, and after this Akashwani he became bad. No, in childhood only he was very demonic. In Garga Samhita there is elaborate description. In Bhagavatam, it doesn't come, so we didn't go in that detail. But in Garga Samhita, there is description of history of Kansa. So, we can refer that.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. I have one more question.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, regarding this Putana, how did she exactly find her way to Krishna? Because later we come to know
Actually,
that.
Putana was not targeting. Putana was going to every house, and where there is infant child, she was killing them. The same technique. She applied kalkut in her breast. She would put child on her breast. They would drink and they would be killed. So she was doing in every house, and going. She reached Nanda Bhavan also, like that. In whole Mathura region, he was killing all children. Therefore, Krishna saved all the children whom Putana killed by sucking their life here also.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. But then later on we see about Sakatasura and also Trinavarta, but they targeted Krishna.
So after Putana was killed, first Putana did the research. Putana found out the spot. And when they came to know that Putana was killed in Gokul, then all further demons, they attacked Gokul only. Like that. Otherwise, they would not be knowing where is Krishna.
But then why Gargamuni has to be a little very cautious when he was coming for Namakaran, that he said, if I do this, when we have an open ceremony.
The thing was, demons knew he was in Gokul because Putana's body fell in Gokul. But they didn't know which house because there was nobody to give the news back. Whoever came with one-way ticket. They
And
just
they
came and they died. So nobody went back to give a report to Kansa. So he was not knowing which house. So they used to send to Gokul, they used to come and they would experiment. They came in front of Krishna, they would die. Like that. And another thing, when they came, all these demons came, like Agasur, Bakasur, when they came, they saw all these coward boys playing together. But when they saw Krishna, Krishna appeared to them in the form of death. Krishna didn't look them in the normal coward form. No. Krishna appeared to them in the form of death. So this we will see when Krishna goes to the palace of Kansa also. When he enters that field of arena of fight, Ranga Bhumi, when he enters there, everybody sees Krishna differently. So those who were having animosity with Krishna, they saw Krishna in the form of death. So that's how these demons recognized that they have to attack Krishna. But there was nobody to give news back to Kansa, who is that boy. Finally, when Akrura was sent, Akrura brought Krishna Balaram, that time, first time Kansa saw Krishna. Like that.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Mataji, can you speak?
Decorated at the time of her marriage. Brahmani came, Lakshmi came to grant.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
So we can conclude here, although we could only cover a few chapters from 10th canto. Let me see how many chapters we completed. We completed only till Trinavrat and Krishna shows universal form. So we completed till 8th chapter of 10th canto. But 10th canto has 90 chapters. And then the 11th, 12th canto and 12th canto. So maybe this 5-day seminar, I don't know how much information we could understand, but at least if we got little taste in reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we consider our discussion to be successful. And our process is not just hearing for a couple of days. Our process is Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. So every day we should read Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam class is different. Bhagavatam class is there to get interest. But we should take out time, pick up Srila Prabhupada's purports and read. When we will read, we can absorb ourselves more into the subject matter. So like that, we all pray to Srila Prabhupada that we get some inclination to study Srimad Bhagavatam. And if in this life we become little Krishna conscious, that is the success of this life. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, thank you so much for getting us into that taste to read Bhagavatam so beautifully the way you have described. And Prabhuji, definitely we have done some pious deeds in the past that, we are into the moment of Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
The way Bhagavatam is being described here by his disciples and all the devotees, it's really, I don't think it would be there in anywhere outside maybe. So Prabhuji, it's really, we are all so fortunate to be in this moment. And Prabhuji, thank you so much that you got us into this, this beautiful Bhagavatam, the taste to, the relish that we have done the way Parikshit Maharaj would be doing. And we heard from you.
I'm sorry, my English is not good. Actually, although I studied in English medium, but my English is bad. So many times I get stuck in words. And in Ujjain, I speak in Hindi. So please forgive me for my bad language. I hope you got the message at least. But please forgive me for this.
Prabhuji, beautifully you described in English. We never felt anything like that. But thank you so much. And Prabhuji, would you be again taking for us the further session?
Once I go back, then we can plan maybe few sessions. We can cover 10th, 11th, and 12th canto.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Whenever you have time, we can plan like that. No problem.
Okay, Prabhuji, the way whenever you get time, you please let us know and then we can have the same kind.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you so much. And let us all show our gratitude to Prabhuji by saying Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and Vaishnava Pranam Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Ram.
Vancha Kalpata. Kripa Patanam Vaishnava.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.